Yo, what is up YouTube? James Beck here, and welcome back to another episode of VGC 2020 Baek Battles. Today, we have the Rain Room team once again with Politoed, Mantine, Dusclops, Dragalge, Incineroar, and Escavalier. If you haven't checked out the previous episodes, highly recommend go checking them out. But otherwise, if you want to use this team alongside me, there is a rental code of the team available in the description for a limited time offer, 2 weeks. Make sure you grab what you can, as well as there is a paste of the team down below in the description as well if you do want to try it out. Otherwise, let's get started with a few announcements. First of all, if you do enjoy these videos, be sure to leave a like down below, leave a comment down below. It really does help me out. It really does help out the YouTube channel. It really helps me out in general. And if you do enjoy these videos and want to help out my growth on YouTube and, just want to help out and enjoy these videos, be sure to leave a like down below, leave a comment down below. It really does change it tremendously. Otherwise, if you haven't already followed me on Twitch, I highly recommend you do so. Number one reason is because we actually were able to hit the #1 spot. We did a road to #1 actually on Twitch live, and today is actually the day we completed it. So we were able to get the #1 spot, and yeah, it was a doozy of a run. I'll be uploading highlights of that coming in the next week probably, so make sure you keep an eye out for it. But yeah, it was a really fun run. If you want to check out more VGC actions though, and yeah, you want to chat with me and some others, awesome time in my community, yeah, go check it out. Twitch.tv/JamesBeck. Link in the description down below. You missed a hype stream if you weren't there. And if you were there, let me know in the comments down below. Otherwise, let's just get started with today's video. So today's comment question of today is going to be a pretty simple one. What do you do that never fails to put a smile on your face? What makes you happy, chat? And for not chat, watch our viewers out there. So for me, watching anime and reading manga, light novels, web novels has always been something that always just somehow brings a smile to my face. Just really enjoying, really relaxing at times, and yeah, I absolutely do enjoy it. I do love playing video games too. That was a very fun pastime. I haven't played as much video games though recently. We got the number 19 already to start things off though. Oh boy. Feels like the road to #1 again. We have an NDD, Cinderace, the Primarina, Chandelure, Corviknight, and Rillaboom. So triple starter, Rip and Teleon. Okay, interesting team. Okay, so what do I exactly like here? Mantine is really good here. Yeah, it's really solid here. Mantine is really solid with the Choice Specs Politoed, assuming that I can deal with the Primarina effectively, which I definitely can. I like having the Mantine Politoed lead. I think overall, it's super solid against my opponent's team. Should be able to do a ton of work. I get to do a ton of damage to my opponent's side. The question is, what do I want in the back now? I'm not exactly too sure because I could see Dusclops plus Dragalge. I really do like Dragalge just because it's decent against the Primarina. I should be able to tank it on, especially against the Rillaboom as well. Now the question is, do I want to provide that Dragalge with some kind of speed control as the Dusclops, which is kind of annoying to set up Trick Room against, especially if there's a taunt user on one of these Pokemon and imprison Chandelure. So I'm thinking maybe Incineroar because it also gets intimidating a Rillaboom as well as the Cinderace. So you know what, I kind of like that. You know what? That's what we're going to go for, and we'll see how this goes. So let us see how this battle is going to go. Does look like a matchup that could be potentially tough. It really depends on the sets on my opponent's team, but yeah, it should be good. I think Mantine should be able to do a ton of work. We've seen a lot of Dragalge do a ton of work. Maybe Mantine can put on a shine or two. We're going to see the Primarina plus the NDD lead here. Okay. Interesting lead here as we do get the rain setup, and the Politoed's faster than the NDD, which is actually really good to note. So we have quite a few options here. We see the Psychic Seed on the NDD, so it is going to be able to tank hits. Okay. So really, we could go for a lot of things. Primarina could Dynamax here, which I'm a little bit concerned about. Although, unless it has Overgrowth, shouldn't be too concerning. I wonder if Politoed would be able to live it because I do have a lot of bulk. I feel like Life Orb would be on Cinderace, so I'm curious on what the combination is. I feel like maybe just going for a protect turn one is very safe here, as well as a muddy water for damage. And I do like that play because I'm just not sure if Specs muddy water in the rain combined with a airstream would do enough. And we actually don't see a Dynamax here. Okay, so we are going to see a protect come out from the Primarina actually, which is a very interesting decision. Not exactly sure why, but that actually works out great because we don't waste a turn of Dynamax, which is nice. Muddy water does connect. It is Specs in the rain. How much is this going to do to the Indeedee? That's a fair amount. But that's a really bulky Indeedee with that Psychic Seed. We are going to see the Expanding Force come out into the Politoed as well as the Mantine here. And overall, I do not think it's a bad decision. We could decide to save our Dynamax for later, which is definitely a potential option. But overall, I do not mind going for the Hurt Airstream here and the Muddy Water, I think. I could also go for a Muddy Water into the Indeedee. Sorry about that. My voice was drying up. I could Hydro Pump here. I feel like Geyser is a play because I feel like Mantine Healthy does win this. So I am going to Muddy Water and I am going to just go for the Geyser because I just don't know if Airstream will pick up a knockout. I'd rather be safe than sorry. So you know what? We'll go for this. I feel like Primarina Dynamax is here. If it doesn't, that's not too bad of an op. That's not really too bad for us. But we'll see here. We'll bring out the Mantine. And let's see what my opponent decides to bring out here. It is going to be the no Dynamax on Primarina actually. Just gonna go for a Follow Me, which I don't mind. I was gonna tar down the Indeedee slot anyway, so that's completely okay. We will be able to get a Geyser off into the Indeedee here, which is going to be able to probably put it really low. Yep, really low. Is that a knockout? Oh wow, I'm actually surprised. Mantine actually doing more damage than I thought. All right, so I got a single target Muddy Water off potentially into that Primarina. That should do a decent amount, even with its high speed depth, probably 25 to 30%. Yep, a little bit around the money. And even an accuracy drop too, which is always welcomed. We're going to see the Moonblast come out of Mantine. No special attack drop, and it's not Life Orb on Primarina like I suspected. So we're in a pretty good spot right here. I feel like the Mantine does a ton of work. We're going to see the Rillaboom come out. Okay. I wonder if Grassy Glide is going to come out into the Mantine. So I do like an Incineroar play here. I think Incineroar does do a ton of work here. I wonder if it is like a Assault Vest on the Rillaboom. I think Incineroar is just a very safe play overall here in going for the Airstream. I don't know if Starfall into -1 Grassy Glide knocks out the Mantine, but I want to try to get the most turns out of my Dynamax. And yeah, I think this is an okay position. So we'll see. We're going to see no Dynamax actually though. It's just a Grassy Glide into the Politoed slot, which is interesting. So maybe just another Moonblast, which is completely okay here. Because I will be able to get an Airstream off into the Rillaboom. And that is able to pick up a knockout. It looks like no Assault Vest on the Rillaboom. So yeah, this is pretty good for us. We're able to get a plus in speed, which is really nice because Incineroar will outspeed Primarina no matter what. And I don't think you're going for Hyper Voice here. Oh, you did actually go for Hyper Voice, trying to cover for the Incineroar switch. So Incineroar unfortunately does go down. Yet I don't think that's too bad. It would have obviously been better if like you targeted down my Mantine, but hey, I don't mind that really. So I think I get to go Dragalge here. I could go back into Politoed, yet if we saw the logical options, it was Corviknight, Chandelure, which I'm just not exactly sure if you brought. Maybe you brought, I don't know. I just don't think you need Chandelure in this matchup. I think I'm gonna go Dragalge though. Because if it's meant to be Primarina, I'm in a good spot. We are going to see the Chandelure come out. Okay. So we got to bring out the Dragalge. I should have brought a Politoed because most likely the Chandelure doesn't have Protect anyway. So there's quite a few things I could go for here. There is Dynamax still available, which is unfortunate because it does kind of neuter me here. Maybe I just double up this Primarina. I don't think does Primarina Protect. I kind of doubt it. It's not much Chandelure can do anyway here in this position, I feel like. And if it is min speed on the Primarina, I think Dragalge should be able to outspeed after a Airstream and then get a Sludge Bomb off, which is absolutely huge. So let's see here. We are going to see a Dynamax come out. I feel like it's Primarina, but if it's Chandelure, that's really interesting. Because then it comes down to some factors here. It is going to be a Dynamax. Chandelure Dynamax is not the Pokemon I expected. Okay. So no Trick Room, which is good. I wonder... Is it offensive Chandelure? I'm curious. Oh, goes for Max Guard. Oh, that's amazing for us because we doubled the Prim slot. Oh, but it goes for Protect. Well, actually that works out because I get a +1 speed boost. Okay. So I do not mind that. I get the Airstream off into the Primarina slot, which does do an okay amount. It probably puts it into range with the Sludge Bomb guaranteed from the Dragalge, and then I can go for a Hydro Pump into the Primarina slot. The problem is we don't know the speed tier of these Pokemon, but I think it's completely okay here. And it's really going to come down to, I think that speed tier is going to be super crucial here as Dynamax Mantine is over. I can go for the Hydro Pump though into the Chandelure. Assuming if I hit, I'm in a really good spot. And I will just go for the Sludge Bomb. I'm pretty sure we'll live an attack from Chandelure unless it's holding a Life Orb on the Chandelure. So let us see how this is going to go. It is a pretty intense endgame though, especially if I miss Hydro Pump. I think Hydro Pump can KO though, as long as it's not Focus Sash, but realistically I am assuming it's going to be that Focus Sash on the Chandelure. It couldn't Ally Switch, which it was an option I forgot to consider. Luckily they didn't have Ally Switch though, or maybe they do. Maybe they use Max Guard off of Ally Switch. Definitely a potential option, but overall I think we're good to pressure now. Maybe my opponent's going for a Hydro Pump miss endgame? I'm not sure. Dynamax and Chandelure and Rain is interesting. We're gonna get a Hydro Pump off. It is Focus Sash, it looks like, because it is able to survive it, which is completely fine. You can't knock out both Pokemon, I feel like. So let's see. Max Phantasm comes out. It is going to target down the Mantine. I do not think Primarina can KO my Dragalge though, so it's really going to come down to this. Oh, please don't tell me you have like Blizzard and you freeze me or something. Just a Moonblast. Because of the accuracy drop, we do dodge, but it wasn't Choice Specs or anything, so I really don't think it was able to knock out the Dragalge. And as long as Dragalge was alive and was able to KO the Primarina, assuming no special attack drop, which I don't know if it would have changed anything. But overall, this position looks completely fine. We're going to be able to get the Rain up with Politoed. We can go for a... What's this more? Thunder, I think, does more. Yeah, Thunder should do more. Yeah, Thunder does do more, and it's guaranteed to hit. And we do have the Specs Politoed out, so we can go for a Scald here into the Chandelure, as well as a Thunder into the Chandelure, and that will be a good game. Yep, battle's gonna be forfeited. My opponent realizes there's no way to win, and we are going to be able to take the first game of today's episode, which is absolutely excellent because we beat I believe it was a top 20 ranked opponent. So that is super sick. We are able to beat them. This team of putting in clutch. Mantine able to do more work, and yeah, Mantine has just been super fun in general. It's been able to do a ton of work for me in these episodes, and I have seen a lot of the comments. I do read the comments. And yeah, a lot of you seem to love the team, so I'm really glad you guys do enjoy the team, you guys and girls out there. So yeah, really nice starts to the episode. Let's see if we can get another win. Another win would be really nice. Maybe an Escavalier win this time. Let us see. We're gonna see ranked 544 here. Okay, I probably should have drank some water before this. We got a Politoed, a Kingdra, Corviknight, Incineroar, Rillaboom, and Porygon 2. So it's a rain team. Interesting. Okay. So there are quite a few options. I'm liking Dragalge a lot here though. Dragalge does do a ton of work here. Yeah, Dragalge does do a ton of work here, assuming I can set it up properly. I could also go rain mode. Rain mode's not that bad either because my opponent doesn't exactly have a switch into Mantine either. And, you know, with the Life Orb of Mantine, I mean, Mantine's high special defense allows it to take hits from Kingdra. The problem is I can't add out damage to Kingdra spamming Airstream because of the Helping Hand Politoed. I like Dusclops. Maybe Dragalge. I kind of like Escavalier too. Maybe I'll go Escavalier, I think. I'm going to go Escavalier, Dragalge in the back, and I think Politoed, actually. I just don't know if Helping Hand Geyser KOs. That's the only problem. I'm just worried. I'm not exactly sure what is exactly the best game plan here. If it's Taunt Corviknight, that would be very concerning here. Although I don't think they would lead Taunt Corviknight, personally. They could if they expect a hard trigger mode, but I could realistically lead Mantine too. And Helping Hand, if I was Helping Hand Politoed, I could mess up the Kingdra. which I'm not, unfortunately. So let's see what my opponent's gonna lead here. Maybe Kingdra plus something. No, it's gonna be Rillaboom plus Porygon, which is actually completely fine by me, I think, because we do have an Escavalier lead that does pressure a lot here. So we do have quite a few options here. We have a switch potential. We can go for a Mega Horn into the Rillaboom, and that would threaten a lot here. An Attack Rise, which isn't that threatening here. Assault Vest and a Violet are found, so it is Assault Vest Rillaboom. If you want to go for knockoff, that's completely fine. I think I do want to get the Trick Room up personally. I just don't see a reason not to get the Trick Room up. I think Escavalier is very expendable here. A Mega Horn is going to hurt whatever is coming in because my opponent doesn't have a Mega Horn switch. Besides maybe the Corviknight. The Incineroar is going to come in, which is completely fine. Maybe a U-turn comes out here. But if they go for a knockoff, trying to just get rid of the item on the Dusclops, we're in a pretty good position regardless. So knockoff is going to come out, does target down my Dusclops, which is completely okay here. I do not mind that, as we are going to be able to get a big Mega Horn off into the Rillaboom, and that is almost able to pick up a knockout. So that is awesome, as we do get the Trick Room up with our Dusclops. So that is pretty good here. Right here I could go for Nightshade into Rillaboom. I feel like Rillaboom hard switches into Porygon too, and I definitely think I don't know what the Incineroar does. I feel like you would try to anticipate maybe Dragalge coming in and a Bulldoze, because I feel like I could very easily make that play. So I'm not sure if that's the correct play here. I kind of want to actually just go for the Nightshade close combat double up and get as much damage to the Incineroar as possible. If they go for Flare Blitz and Escavalier, I get the free Dragalge switch and I'm in an amazing spot. So I think that's completely fine for me to go for, because I'm thinking I can win with my Dragalge at this rate, because the pieces are looking aligned up. We are going to see the Rillaboom switch. I think that should be the Porygon. No, it's the Corviknight. Oh, no rain mode. Oh, that's even better for me. Okay, cool. So I'm able to get a close combat off into the Incineroar. You know, just get that chip, put it in range of like maybe Max Dragon or something. That's really good here. I feel like you do try to catch the Dragalge. I feel like you parting shot out, but I don't know. My opponent doesn't have much momentum at this point. Yeah, you did parting shot. The Escav. I could have just won the game. I legit could have just like won the game. Okay. That's an interesting play. I think I just won the game if I Bulldoze switch into Dragalge. We're going to see the Rillaboom come in. Okay. I live Grassy Glide with Dusclops, and I'm not... Are you going to high horsepower Escavalier? I mean, I could Nightshade the Rillaboom too, so I don't know. I think I'm just going to Bulldoze here personally, and I think I am going to go Dragalge, like hard into Dragalge. I think it's not a bad play. I could see my opponent trying to bait me with the Rillaboom and try to get into Porygon 2 here, which I think I could definitely see. So well, let's see what's going to go on here. Yeah, they are going to try to bait me with the Porygon 2. Okay, perfect. Or Incineroar coming out, which is also fine. Okay. I wonder if it's Bulk Up on Corviknight, or if it goes for Brave Bird, which I feel like it doesn't. I feel like it should always be Brave Bird. I mean, oh, we're going to see Dynamax. That changed it. Oh, this isn't Dragalge. This could be annoying. So let's see. Dynamax Corviknight, not Gigantamax. Okay. Bulldoze. I think Incineroar safety goggles. I don't know if it's in range of Nightshade after Grassy Terrain healing though. We are going to be able to get the weakness policy off with our Dragalge. And let's see. Oh, it is a berry on Incineroar. Okay, that's a little bit unfortunate. Okay. And the Knuckle. Oh, that's amazing actually. Okay. Doesn't do too much. Alright, I feel pretty good about our spot now. Yeah, so that's body press 100%. I'm in a really commanding position here. How many times of Trick Room do I have left? I think I have 2. I think I have 2. Yeah, I have 2. Perfect. So I can go for I want to say Nightshade here and just go for the max poison into the Incineroar slot, because I actually don't know if +2 max poison would knock out the Incin, but I think it's a safe play. I could see Corviknight going for max guard maybe to, well, actually maybe they don't expect max lightning. I think maybe I could have went for max lightning, but I really don't want the parting shot coming out, and maybe I can get more damage onto the Corviknight with the max lightning from my Dragapult the next turn potentially if they don't expect it, which is what I'm kind of going for right here. So let's see what's going to come out from my opponent. Okay, Max Ooze is able to come out. Does this knock out? It is able to knock out. Okay, so I get free Nightshade damage to the Corviknight, which is awesome. So big damage. So the Incineroar does go down here. We're going to see the Nightshade come out into the Corviknight, as we're going to see a Max Steel Spike going to come out, increase the defense, which makes sense. It is +1, but Dragalge able to tank it pretty comfortably here. And let's see what this last one is going to be coming out here. So my opponent has one turn of Dynamax. If they max guard, they only got like a bulk up basically out of this, and I feel like that's not worth it. Because my Escavalier is still very healthy. They lost their best Escavalier answer, and I have Specs Politoed also in the back. Rillaboom is going to come out, which is really interesting here, because I think I just get to Nightshade, and I think I get to click Max Lightning here. Maybe the Rillaboom is a Porygon bait once again, but it really doesn't change anything here. Maybe my opponent doesn't know about the Max Lightning potential. Goes for a Grassy Glide and the Dust Class, which is not going to KO at the range. It does do a lot though. It is a critical hit, that explains it. We will be able to get a Max Lightning off into Corviknight. As long as it's not weak as possible, we should be fine. But we just obliterate the Corviknight because Dragalge able to do enough into the Corviknight slot. So goodbye, Corviknight. And yeah, we should be able to get a Nightshade off into this. Yeah, we should just be able to get a Nightshade off here and we'll be completely fine. So Nightshade into the Rillaboom will be able to pick up a knockout, and Dragalge just able to do so much damage right here. Twisted Dimensions return to normal, but that is fine, as we are going to be able to go for a probably just a Max Dragon and Pain Split realistically. Because if you have anything, you go for the Ice Beam here into the Dragalge, right? Oh wait, no, you're definitely not living. So I get to Trick Room here actually, and I just get to go for Max Dragon, and Dragalge should be able to just clean up. I'm pretty sure +3 would be able to knock out Porygon at that range. And the battle's gonna be forfeit. So you know what? This team is putting in the work. It is doing absolutely incredible work. As we're able to go, what is it, 6-0 now? 6-0? Team is able to do work, chat. Okay, you can tell I'm a Twitch streamer because I've been confusing with chat. It was a pretty epic day today for the Twitch chat. It was a pretty crazy day for me in general today, but you know what? We're ranked 110 on the YouTube account with back-to-back battles teams, and we got to #1 with a bit more of a fun, serious team on the ladder today. So it is a major accomplishment. I hope that everyone enjoyed today's episode of VGC 2020 Back to Battles. So if you did enjoy it, please leave a like down below, show your support, as well as you can check out the rest of my stuff down below in the description, such as my social medias, the side stairs of my channel, and more. You can always check out the pay spin of the team down below, of course, and the rental code. Again, limited time offer, 2 weeks on that, so make sure you grab it while you can if you do want to try this team alongside me down below in the description. But while you're down there, you could also give this video a like and a comment, and leave this or share this video with your friends, or like it, as it always helps me. If you want to go an extra mile to support my content, there is my Patreon page, but you know what? There are better ways to support me for free, like leaving a like down below, as I mentioned before, leaving a comment down below, and sharing this video with your friends. All things I mentioned before, but you know what? They really do mean a lot to me, and if you do want to support me, those are free ways you can help me out. Otherwise, you can check out my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/JamesLBeck. Again, we do some really fun VGC laddering. I interact with chat mostly. I have fun, really fun discussions like food, anime, Pokemon. We talk some VGC stuff. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff we do, so go check it out. And we do variety games as well. Kid Icarus Uprising 9.0 is almost finished on the channel, so if you want to see a really fun series live, make sure you go check it out. Twitch.tv/JamesLBeck. Again, link in the description down below. And why not join our community Discord as well, where you can interact with chat, as well as talk about like stuff like team building and other VGC stuff, or video games in general. Go check it out, link in the description down below. Otherwise, that's gonna be pretty much it. Have a great day, people, and until we battle again, I'll catch y'all later.